Hello to all my friends out there. How you guys? I hope everyone is doing okay. I think I got a good video tonight. I really do. It's kind of thinking outside of the box depending on who you are. Are you sick of living on a hamster wheel? Do you live in terror of what they might do? Stop, let's think about it. Do you see people working way too hard to be poor? Do you see people sacrificing way too much to save money for the future when who knows what the future holds? Today is just as important as your future. Okay, so are you sick of it? Are you wondering, wow, what am I going to do if I'm on disability, if I'm on Social Security, or if they give us some UBI because the robots take over our job? What in the world is going to happen to me? Okay, the average lifespan of a woman in America is 76 and 1/3 years old, and I am 69, 70 in 6 months. So if I'm average, if I was lucky, I'd live 6 more years. 34%, so 1/3 of us can make it to 90, but in what kind of shape? That's the problem. I've been doing the life extension. I think this has something to do why I finally came up with this. Okay, so let's think about this. Poor people pay more for everything, first of all. Poor people buy lower quality stuff for way more money. So we all kind of know that. Also, one of the ladies I saw one day, she goes, have you ever noticed that when people get their Social Security and welfare checks, everything is so much more expensive at the grocery store? So, okay, so I was thinking about this. I am lucky that I live here, but I haven't always lived this good. And I was always thinking, what would I do? Well, I could live in my car. I only have 6 more years left. Well, I could find some really cheap place to live and rent an apartment. Living in a garage would be unpleasant, but living in Tijuana wouldn't be my bag, or Tecate, but it's better on the street. So it popped into my mind, how about a motel? Is there any such thing as a cheap motel? Well, guess what? Where the poor people live, it isn't. It's between 50, 60 and more dollars. But if you go to places like Las Vegas or Florida, like resort places, okay, there is Circus for $24 per day. That would be $651 per month. Where are you going to live for $61.50 a month? Okay, so you might be saying, okay, well, you can't live there for a month. Well, you probably could find some more decent motels in these places because that's all they are. Okay, Excalibur 21, that was the cheapest, and that one has a continental breakfast, because when I travel, I try to get travel packages and I try to get a continental breakfast. Why not? Okay, I found these are good. Okay, shopping at grocery outlet. So I bought 8 of these for $4, so 50 cents each. So when we're thinking about this, we're still going to be thinking, I have known people who lived here in, I would call them flea bag motels. I think that's why it never occurred to me. But I also know people who live resort living. That's the way they live. So, okay, Luxor is $24 per day, and that includes a continental breakfast, okay? So, some of them have time restrictions, like some of them have a 30-day restriction. That is good. Here in town, if you go to really good motels, you can get drastically reduced fees when they're not busy. So you would want to investigate that. Also, we have all kinds of casinos. So anywhere where there's like, that's why Florida would be so good. When it's hot in Las Vegas, you could go to Florida. You don't have to. I had it in mind to travel around, and I wasn't sure how I was going to do this, and it's kind of starting to materialize now. So you might be able to get up to 30 days. You might only be able to get 3 to 7 days, but you're just going to have to find more places. Or, you know, think about all the things you see people do. I see people, and I'm thinking, you are working way too hard at being poor. That is not what I want to bust my ass to do. And then I know someone who did a redecoration job on the bedroom, and we said, my God, it's like a motel. She's no interior decorating genius. It just, you know, you'd have to work at it a little bit. Okay, so for a continental breakfast, crescents, pastries, coffee, and if you get the lounge, which would be the bar access, that's usually desirable. Or if you get a shuttle bus from the airport, you get usually a continental breakfast. That's how I got them. One time I was there like overnight, and I go, what about my continental breakfast? So they got me a big muffin. They go, here it is, a blueberry muffin, a nice big one, and I ate it on the way home. I was so hungry too that time. Also, you can get filtered ice and water in most motels, so that is a big plus. So we can do this at home. I bought these, I think there was 8 chocolate crescents. So stop buying packages with 6. It's got to be 7 or more. And I got these at these are good. These were really good price. I got them, I think, at 99 cents only. So if you're like me, just quit thinking all these crazy thoughts of car living, at parking in a park. No. Okay, now think about, first of all, the Luxor has, it's $24, a full breakfast. So you can shop around and you learn it. You don't have to stay in the same town. If you have a car, you can drive to another one. Okay, motels are cheaper than hotels. Now think about an English muffin. So what we can do is start turning our life into resort living. So we're not working too hard to be poor. And stop cooking so much. Now, in motels, you don't have to do your towels. You don't have to pay for utilities. You don't have to live in fear of utilities. You don't have yard work. Most of the time, you can't have pets, so that's a big problem. An English breakfast is fruit juice. So yesterday I showed you, and you can see I have not this. I've drank a little bit. This is the juice of 2 oranges. And eggs, ham, or other meat, fish, cereal, baked goods, jam, and tea. And then don't forget Florida. Florida can be really a good option at times. So tonight I'm going to make myself some kind of, it's not going to be any much cooking because I want to stop cooking so much, you guys. So I have a package of salmon. What did I do with that? Oh, this messes me up so bad when I lose one ingredient. Oh my gosh, where is it? Oh no. And then usually it's right under my nose. Oh no. I had it in a little pink bowl. What did I do with that? I think I put it in the refrigerator door. Oh no. Oh, here it is. Okay, I stockpiled these. So, okay, it's going to be some pink salmon. And then I am going to be eating, I bought these veggies because these bags, this was $5. And I thought, I think it's like too much. But what I'm going to do is if it starts to need to be eaten, I'm just going to pickle it. So this does not require cooking. You know, I don't want too much. It's a nice assortment. You can make stir fries out of these. Brussels sprouts, broccoli florets, red cabbage, kale, carrot, pea pods, and teriyaki sauce. I'll save the teriyaki sauce for when I make the stir fry. That would be good on some of my chicken too. Okay, so this was, now we're moving on. So, okay, you know, there's a multitude of things you can get for breakfast, like you can get, these are a pretty generous portion of salmon. These are about $1.58, but I wait until I find them cheaper and then I buy a lot. Okay, now I have a veggie, I have some salmon, and now I'm going to have some of this 3-bean salad. That will taste good. All right, so I was on filtered water and ice. Okay, you could make instant breakfast with powdered milk. That's a good one. Okay, so these are tasty. All right, and I stockpiled these okras. Pickled food is good for you. And then I'm still eating the food from the food pantry. I eat everything. So I got 3 apples. So tonight I'm going to eat one of these. I could make applesauce, but how about less cooking, you guys? Why do we want to kill ourselves? Think about people who do resort living. You know, they're not in their motel cooking up a storm. That's not relaxing. Actually, we're choosing to live that way. If you want to, you can, but why do we want to? This will do. It's low cost as well. Okay, think about lunch. Tuna sandwich. These are great. Just add mayonnaise on your bread and a little tomatoes and lettuce and maybe some chips. Free sandwiches from McDonald's. Those are good. I get those all the time. Ham and Swiss cheese. You can buy that at Dollar Tree. And if you were in a motel, you know, you have a little refrigerator. But if you don't have a little refrigerator and you're living in a car, there is nothing to stop you from going to these casinos during the day. Or if you're in one of the casinos that's not as nice, move into the nicer ones. Or if you live in an area that's not that nice, there's nothing to stop you from going to a nicer area. I used to go to nursing school, and I used to take the trolley all over North County, downtown, you know, the beach, because it took me forever to get home. Okay, ham and Swiss cheese frozen burritos or sandwiches from Dollar Tree. You know, not every day. I've been eating those. I'm no worse for the wear. So I have a fruit. I could add some raisins, but I'm not going to. I made these brown bread with raisin muffins. These are really good. If you make these, you don't need any butter. and I made enough for a week. Then I had, I could have peanut butter, and I made that homemade. And I also have wheat crackers, because when I was going to the, I think this trip to the food pantry benefited me in a lot of ways I was unaware of. All right, so I have some contents from a salad kit, so tonight is the night. I have cheese. Let's see. Yeah, I think a little cheese would be good. So this is not expensive. Once we start getting the hang of this, life is going to be so much easier. And also, it will cure you of the too much stuff. I think the idea behind that is I'm not going to be living as well without my too much stuff. So think of a motel. Frozen burritos or sandwiches, individual pizza and chips. What is this? This is some kind of seasoning. I'll save that. I don't need that too. Okay. Oh, I think I was going to eat my, oh yeah, I had an extra ranch dressing. I want to eat that. Okay, so individual pizza and chips. Walmart sandwiches marked down. Soup. Okay, I took out an example. And then your wheat crackers with peanut butter and cheese. And then tea. So I keep tea in my refrigerator at all times. I usually make 4 cups, but lately I haven't been. Okay, Walmart, they have chicken salad. They have egg salad. So when you're on vacation, you're not cooking constantly, you know, and overdoing it. You're not out there, like today I was out there at 5 o'clock in the morning doing yard work. So I'm going to be rethinking the whole garden thing too. Okay, so Walmart has chicken for chicken sandwiches, egg salad, and crab salad. Okay, and then let's say, so when we have crackers, it's cheese and peanut butter. So think about snacks. Peanut butter sandwich, snack packs. I started buying these after I went to the food pantry. They have them at Dollar Tree. Yogurt. I'm just going to buy the yogurts marked down at Grocery Outlet. Beef sticks and cheese. I showed you that. That's a good one. 6 for $1. So we're just going to rethink our existence. Okay, graham crackers with milk and apple. These apples aren't the best. Okay. No. So I can have a dessert. These were 8. Don't buy packages of 6. Buy packages of 7 and more. Then you're not overbuying. This is good enough. I'm going to take these apples off. I don't like them. All right. No false advertising on my channel. No advertising. I don't have those sponsors. Okay, think about dinner. Rotisserie chicken. I could have bought one of those tonight for $3.99, but that was before I thought of this. $4 for a whole cooked chicken and macaroni and cheese. I have cans of macaroni and cheese. Frozen meals. One of the best ones is chicken pot pies or whatever. I'm going to be keeping my eye out for the good ones. They used to have Walmart brand. So frozen meals, canned chili and tortilla chips, vegetable soup and crackers. I like cream of broccoli and tomato, you know, with crackers. A large order of French fries with chicken nuggets. You can buy both at Grocery Outlet. Now, motels have microwaves. canned salmon salad, string cheese. So I showed you my beef sticks, but I put the cheese on. So this could be smoked fish, you know, those little squares. I'm going to buy some of that. I think it's salmon. Sardines and crackers, or sardines and rice. But why are we cooking? Why are we like doing dishes? Why are we creating work? Why are we creating miserable environments? Why are we living in places that are really not that nice? Well, when I used to do it, what I did is when I was forced to move, I moved to a little better place each time. Cottage cheese with apples or pineapple and avocado toast. So that is really good. I want to mention my plants. Okay, I got these 2 plants for $1.99, but there's actually 6 small mum plants. And last night I tried to decorate, I tried to do a flower arrangement with my mini rose bushes, and really bad things happened. So I will be growing these, and I will be getting big mum plants, and I will be doing flower arrangements. And each one of these was $1.99, but you get these 2 yellow pots, and then there's 2 pots on the inside. So plus they're good enough for a little while. Now these 2 plants were some little orange plants I bought, and so I planted them in the garden. Then I said, they're looking too scrappy. So I threw them over in the corner, and I saw they were kind of rejuvenating, so I replanted them, and they're looking pretty good. So even if you don't want to leave I'm not leaving my house unless something happens. But I don't want to say to myself, wow, you know, I know there's people living here right now who can't really afford it. I mean, it's expensive. Like in these places, you have an HOA. The gas and electric was more than the motels. And then, you know, if you have a car on top of it and all kinds of bills. So be thinking about that. Also, there's the Indian casinos, and they also have, they have parking, you know, for RVs and places where people who live in RVs like to go that are pretty nice. So a combination of like a van and like motel would be perfect. Okay, you guys, I will see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all. Bye. Things will be getting better.